Alright, so in the last video we went ahead and we deleted the countries. So now it's time to actually go ahead and move to another section, which is the cities section. But before we even do this, I just want to show you something important. So if we go to the create countries, or actually any type of form that we have, for example, like the create admins right here. But let's try this out with the create countries. If you go and without even inserting anything and click on create right here, an error should pop up like this. So it's telling us that call to a member function get client original name on null. So it's basically telling us that you're not inserting any kind of image, and that that's actually fair because we're not inserting any image right here. So what we actually need to do is to validate these inputs. So we cannot simply allow the users to leave these inputs, any one of those inputs, not just the image input, empty like that. And we need to validate this with something that's called the requests in Laravel. All right, so if you go to your store countries right here, you can just go request like this, and you can go validate like that, and you can simply go open up some kind of array, and you can type the name of your input right here that you want to validate, and you will go and write in your validation right here. So we're gonna make this so it will be required, and for example we're gonna make it a maximum of 40 characters, and that's just for the name. All right, we can also validate the other inputs like this. All right, so we have, for example, let's go to the model of this so we can pick up the data right away. All right, so we can go to the model admin right here, not admin. We can go to the model of country. Yeah, we can validate also the population, and we can validate the territory, and also validate the average price and a description right there. Actually, the description, we're going to keep it a limited number of characters, or not. We can keep it like 240, for example, because the description by default it's a little bigger. All right, and there is the image right there, and there is also the continent. All right, so now let's save this. Let's go ahead and refresh. All right, so let's go ahead and try this out. All right, if we click create, as you can see right there, it's going to the same page. It's not displaying any errors. And if you refresh this, you're not gonna see it. You're gonna see that it's not inserting anything, which is actually pretty cool. But we can even go a little further with this, and we can display some kind of error message to let the user know that he actually forgot like to enter data in some of these inputs. So I already have the code right here, so just go ahead, and I know that I said this like 1,000 times in this course, but go ahead and check out your resources section and you will find this code. And we need to go ahead and put this code in, let's see, in the front end. So we're gonna go to resources, views, admins, and we're gonna go to create countries right here, and we're gonna go, for example, under this div, we have the name right there, and we're gonna paste it like that. So this code just checks if something is inserted in the data or not. It's only gonna insert or show this paragraph right there. All right, so we're gonna keep this danger, not success. All right, so it will be a little more applicable. All right, so it checks if we have an error with the name input, it's going to display this error right away. All right, so this is how it works. The request right there is actually, it's going to be triggered, if every time we go ahead and click on the create right there. If there is nothing wrong, it's not going to do anything. It's going to check right there. So if we meet all of these, all of these things that we have right there, for example, for every input, it's gonna move along to the next thing, which is executing the code. All right, so we have to put this for like after any input that we have, or every input that we have, and we need to insert the name right there. All right, so this should actually be go ahead and do this to every input, or sorry, to every form that you have. All right, the form for example, for booking in the user's end, and the form for inserting new let's see, for inserting new admins. All right, so yeah, should also put it right there. All right, so go ahead and do population like that, and of course do not forget to add this part, and this of course write only the names right there of your inputs. All right, so yeah, so right after the population we have this right there. All right, so there is the territory right there. Let me go ahead now and copy this, and there it is. I guess that we're getting through this real quick. So if we copy this right now, and right after this, let's go ahead and paste this in. So there is the description. Save. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna refresh this, and if we try, go ahead and click create right here. As you can see, now this is going to be displayed for every input that we have since we set it to be. All right, I'm probably gonna go with a PR right here. All right, so yeah, this is how the validation works in Laravel. Pretty simple. First of all, again, you set up your request, you write your inputs, and you write you write these things right here, the flags. For example, you want to keep this required, so the user cannot leave it empty, for example, and you're gonna, we want the maximum right here for the characters to be 40, and so on. There is actually a lot of things that we can discuss right here, but I just want to show you a very sneak peek into Laravel requests. And after you set this up like that, you write your desired names and so on. You go ahead and you'll work with this code in the front end, so it will actually display these symbol alerts right here. And so it's looking pretty cool, and as you can see, nothing is being inserted. All right, so this is how it works. And again, do this to the forms that we have right here. I just show you one and you do it for the others. All right, so let's go ahead now and try and work our way through the cities section. So the first thing that we're gonna go ahead and do is simply display the cities that we have. So let me copy this. Let me go ahead right here. I'm just gonna go cities like that. So this will be all cities. All right, so just really quickly, and this will be all cities like that, and this will be all dot cities. Let's save right now. Let's copy this. Let's go right here, and let's go right under this. So let's paste. Let me copy this right now, paste like that, and go ahead right here and paste. All right, so what we need to do right here, it's just select the data and return a view, and that's actually going to be everything. All right, so we're gonna go cities equal the city model, and we're gonna go select, and we're gonna go order by, we're gonna order this by the ID descendingly. We're gonna get like that, and right after this we're just gonna go return view, and we're gonna go to the admins right here. We're gonna go all cities like that. All right, so save. What I want to do next is copy this and go to the views right here. I'm gonna go to admins. I'm gonna go right here and just paste this in. All right, now this, I'm gonna go all cities dot blade dot php. All right, so there we go. Now what I need to do is to grab the design. So close this, and I'm gonna go to show dash cities right here. Let me copy this dev. Let me paste this in this section right down at the bottom, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna copy this. For example, I'm gonna grab this, paste it in, save. All right, so we need to link this in in this master template. So there we go. Let me copy this, and we're just gonna go all dash cities, all dot cities like that. Save. So what else? Yeah, the next thing it will be displaying the data. So let me delete those TRs, for example, here, and I want to go ahead right there and go for each like that, and I'm gonna go cities as city like that, and I'm gonna go ahead, cut this and paste. All right, so there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this city, and right here we can just display the ID simply like that. All right, so let's copy this, and there is the name, and there is the image right there. So in order to display the image, of course, we need the image. We need the image tag, and we can go right here, href, and what we need to do is we need to open our curly brackets up, and we need to go assets, and we need to go inside the assets. We're going to go assets slash images, and we're going to go slash concatenate our city image right there. All right, and simply close this whole thing up like that. All right, also I want to go ahead and I want to set some kind of width, and right there, so I'm going to keep this so it will be 60, and I'm going to keep the height also 60 like that. All right, or 50 now, whatever that you like it. That's totally fine. All right, so what else? We need to go right there, and we need to go city, and we need to go after the image. We got the trip days, or the number of days, you know, it's basically the same. If I just go to my cities table, all right, I want to go to the structure. I want to pick this up, the number of days. Let's paste this in, and right here we just got the price. All right, so paste this in, so there it is, price like that, and this is the button or the link for the delete city. I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. So save this. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and refresh first. All right, so as you can see right there, all cities, if we click on it. All right, so undefined variable ID. Defined variable ID. That's weird. All right, so let's see, where's that at? Yeah, we do not. Yeah, of course, let's go right there. Yeah, we do not need this. Actually, we're not going to do anything with it. So let's save, refresh. All right, undefined variable cities. All right, so did we? Yeah, we did not send this with the comeback, so you guys might like have realized that I have this error, so that's fine. Let's send this in right along with the view so we can actually use it. And as you can see right there, we got the name, and we got the trip days, we got the price, but you know what we did not get is actually the image. So let's see what's wrong with the image right there. I think that I know what's wrong. This should not be href, this should actually be source. Save. Let's refresh. All right, so as you can see, we got the images right now, and it's all great. So yeah, this will be all, and I will see you in the next video.